How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another DIY, I guess. We're doing work on the GTI. It wouldn't be one of my cars if it worked. Unfortunately, right as I was starting this, I dropped that light over there and it died. Last video I posted, which was about 3 weeks ago now. Sorry about that, I accidentally deleted the one that was supposed to go up last week. I really need to start writing these down. I did rear wheel bearings. Naturally, since it's my car, the front wheel bearings went. Yeah, that's right, the front wheel bearings went. Because you'll remember I said in the last one I needed to do the ball joints. So now I'm going to do ball joints and wheel bearings. Bought these off of FCP Euro. I'm not saying the name of them. FAG, if you're curious. I tried to do this already. Unfortunately, it was on the drive that died, but you would just see me struggle because I could not get the axle nut off. One reason for this was because I don't have any tools that can wrench on that, and I'm not that strong. The other reason is the brake rotor, the little retaining nut that holds it on to the wheel bearing, has been snapped off at some point. Unfortunate, but not the end of the world. So today I have a couple of ideas on how to get that off, and we'll see how that goes. If this video ends right here, you'll know it didn't go well. And since the outro didn't just play, let's jump into it. So this is what was giving me troubles last time. This axle nut right here. I think it's technically like a bolt, but whatever. So this impact, my lovely Ryobi impact, was not powerful enough. Wow, it's so green, it's reflecting that much light. So I tried to use a cheater bar, and unfortunately, yeah, this is the right side. The little nut here that's supposed to hold this caliper on is gone. So this just kind of free spins. So a bit of a problem, but here's how we're gonna deal with it. So now this rotor is, I'm not gonna say permanently affixed because I could just dack it off, but you can hear that's the actual axle spinning. So now all I gotta do is take my least favorite screwdriver, stick it through the vents, and when I turn it, it will brace off of the caliper down here. And that should keep it in place, theoretically. Now this might actually work. Oh my God. Whoop whoop. Once I had the axle nut free, it was time to just move inward. So I started by taking off the brake caliper. It was two 21mm normal sized bolts, none of the star bolt crap. Once you have those off, then you just take the rotor off, and then it's down to getting the actual assemblies off, which in this case is the wheel bearing assembly itself, and I'm also going to be replacing the ball joints while I'm in there, so I will have to be taking care of that as well. When you take off the brake caliper on any car, I would recommend not letting it hang by the brake lines. In my case, they are braided, but it still wouldn't hold the weight of that massive caliper. As you see, I hang mine by a bungee cord around the coil spring. You don't have to hang it off of the coil spring. I just chose anything solid. There's probably a special tool for these, but like, Need to grab an 18, and we're gonna get the ball joint off, and then I'm going to grab the star bits. So we need to get out now. This nut right here. And unfortunately, and then there's 3 of these in a star pattern. This nut needs to come out, it's an 18. And then these need to come out right here. I believe it is a M12 12-point star bit, just like this guy right here. Although I will fill you in a minute if that doesn't work, or the nice narrator guy will come in. That does look like it'll fit. It just needs to be hammered in a little. The actual bolt itself looks a little gross. So let me get into that. Ew. It's gross. The axle just greased on me. Let me get a hand on that, and then I will come right back. It was in fact an M12. The only reason they were having trouble fitting in was because the bolts don't have anything to cover them, so dirt and dust and stuff were getting stuck in there, so I just tapped them in with a mallet. They set right in and they broke all free. None of them stripped, nothing happened like that, which I was very thankful for because drilling that out did not seem like fun. Oh, whoops. Oh, this one's not that bad. I have this feeling it's going to be the other one. When it came to removing these ball joints, I had a bit of an issue because I had bought this tool that was called a ball joint spreader, but in fact it did not work for this particular style of ball joints. So I ended up having to just beat them out with an extension and a hammer. I would really recommend not buying one of those ball joint presses for this, if I'm honest. It just didn't work well. I'm a little cut off here, but it means you can still see all of this mess, because this really is awful. So this is the new wheel bearing. Just like when I did this on the Mini, it is a, don't touch anything, sorry. It is a bolt-in style. See there's 3 bolts. You saw me removing them on the last one. And this one is in much better condition. It also comes with new bolts to hold it in, and a new axle nut, because these are torque to yield, just like the ones in the back. So I'm going to set these in. Probably, if I have anything to say, I'll do it over narration, so you're not going to hear from me for a while. One other thing I forgot to do, I meant to grab it while I was over there. You get some little like rust bits and stuff in there, so I'm just going to hit this with a bit of a wire brush, probably a brass one, so it doesn't scratch this too badly. And we'll get right back into this. Reassembly from this point forward is basically everything we just did to remove these in reverse, so I'm not going to go too much in depth here, but I will show you me doing the steps just in case you need a little more help. So don't take my word for this, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm having trouble getting a straight answer. But apparently this is supposed to be torqued down to around 200 Newton meters. So the driver's side is now complete. I'm not going to show you the other side because it is identical. I just watched the thing. If you really are struggling and you need to see the other side, shopdap.com, shop DAP on YouTube. They have a Mark 7 tutorial on the other side. I'd recommend it. But yeah, that means I still have to do the other side. You can see the boxes here. But I think I'm going to do that on my own time because this adds about an hour to my work time, and my lights are slowly dying. That one, yeah, this light died. I mean, there's wires hanging out of it. I tried to fix it. And if I kick this cord down here a little too hard, that light's going to die because somehow that switch is now broken. And it's hanging on by the seat of its pants. So I'll have to correct that before the next video, but I think it is time to end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're new here, stick around, like, subscribe, leave a comment below. If you have any notes about what I was doing in this or you'd like to say something, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. You make this all possible. And as always, peace out, everyone.